Could you maybe share some of some of the unique kind of learnings with your time there, leading Request a Quote?
Yeah, a lot of things actually. Um, I guess for a couple of things uh, that really stood out for me while working on this product was firstly, advertisers' willingness to spend on a platform is directly proportional to the perceived lead quality. And what's interesting to note here is the perceived lead quality. It may or may not be the actual lead quality. Uh, and how it's really interesting how people inside the company view quality and how like business owners view quality. And I think that's not true for it's like that's more like generic. It's not just a Yelp specific thing. That's true like across the board. Um, like for example, like there are three, as we talked about, there are three sides of this marketplace. There's like consumers, there's like businesses, and there's also Yelp as a business as a part of this. They need to run a sustainable platform to keep this ecosystem going. For Yelp, quality of lead was essentially which would get like generating more and more volume of lead, and that's really tied to like how your business model functions. Are you a cost per click? Are you a cost per lead? Are you a cost per transaction business? And that inherently changes how you develop product. For the consumer, quality was perceived by someone responding in a timely manner, someone responding fast, you being able to see content, they being able to share past work. And for a business owner, quality was perceived as uh, a consumer, like essentially consumers, like they were willing to pay for leads where they could see consumers communicating with them. It may or may not translate to a hire, but communication was necessary for them. So that was a super interesting learning for me that one, the advertisers willing to spend on a platform was directly proportional to perceived lead quality by business owners. Second, like businesses want to quickly like close the lead by jumping on a call, whereas consumers want to like conveniently spend their time and like price shop. Businesses want to like do business are willing to pay extra to just get contact information. They just want to get on the phone. They believe that's their like best shot at like getting closing the deal. Whereas for the consumers get into this hiring journey, especially for home and local services, much early on in the process. They're at a point where they don't even, most consumers, like if you, for example, if you want to go and get landscaping done, and you talk to majority of the people hiring on this platform, they'd be like, I have no idea how to even hire a landscaper. So first attempt of them reaching out is actually them trying to figure out how does one like actually hire a landscaper and what is the average price around me. And that's when you start to like uh, then it takes you like multiple attempts to actually end up hiring someone. So that was super interesting as well. Like business owners naturally just wanted to get on the phone, close now. Consumers hopped on into this much early on in their journey and wanted to keep on conveniently price shopping. And that was the thing that annoyed business owners the most. Like paying for a lead that was never gonna convert really annoys them. Like that's what's like one of the biggest reasons why like business owners churn when you don't get like high quality leads. Um, and third is definitely focus around like trust. Like consumers only hire and communicate with like trustworthy businesses, and trustworthy is it's something that the platform can define or they can help to move in a certain direction. Uh, for example, um, Yelp, it's more about reviews. If you have more reviews, you'll naturally do better on the platform. That's because consumers perceive these reviews as trustworthy, as genuine, and also inherently, because we've seen this behavior, product development at the company is also incentivized to upsell these reviews more. So it's like a self-fulfilling prophecy that we saw this behavior and now we amplified it and now it's going to be true because we've done that. And also you see this behavior across the board for Google. Google has a similar like leads business called Google Local Services, where Google uh, showcases certain businesses with the Google Guarantee label on them. Those businesses do much better on the platform. Um, Amazon has same. Like Amazon, I forgot what the phrase that they use. Amazon preferred, Amazon trusted. I forgot what the word that they use, but essentially Like consumers want to communicate with businesses which are perceived as trustworthy, and what trustworthy means is defined by the platform. So to summarize that, three learnings: advertisers' willingness to spend on a platform is proportional to the perceived lead quality. Lead consumers only hire and communicate with trustworthy businesses, and businesses want to quickly close a lead by jumping on a call, whereas consumers want to conveniently price shop.